All right, YouTube. What's up? Safety Fallon, I'm back again. Tone Setter Sports Channel. Well, we have to face it. Face the music on this one. Terrible loss. Very terrible loss. Uh, Matter of fact, as you can read the title, we are not playoff ready. Um, because this is a team that has playoff written all over it, even though they're outside of it. But you see that they're still fighting as if they are going to make it to the playoffs. Um, so I don't know if they just had too much on their mind, of like trying to seal the deal on the end of the East. I shouldn't even have to worry about that. I said this back after the Saints game. This was going to be that game. This is going to be that game that was going to really let us know where we are as far as playoff. I thought, we had away from the Saints game, well, that we are for real, and there are still some holes in the offense. There's still some holes in the defense. Um, uh, I think one of the biggest mistakes that they made was putting Connor Williams in at right guard. Why didn't they just tell Lyle Collins move in the right guard and let Fleming play right tackle? You know what I'm saying? I mean, that would to me that was the better situation right there, and I think it would have got Zeke would have got some better running avenues and everything along with that. But there's no need to even talk about that because that's neither here nor there because it didn't happen. So therefore, Colts, thanks for bringing us back to reality. Well, it's not over for us just yet. We got to finish strong these last two games. Um, and I think they have to take a lot out of this. There was they could not stretch the field. Everything was underneath. They played a soft shell. They played a cover three. For the most part, cover three, cover four. To avoid those big plays. Now, of course, they saw that what happened last weekend with Amari Cooper. So they was definitely going to aim towards that and shutting down the running game and force Dak to look for his second and third option. Um, um, Dak did make some mistakes himself. I think he held the ball too long. I think that they came up with a very weak game plan. They didn't adjust the game plan. They should have went for shorter throws, just like how the Colts were doing them in the beginning. They were just going underneath because we play a cover three and cover two for the most part. You know what I'm saying? We zone blitz out of that cover three. We could not stop the run. So the defense is not as stout as we think it is when we go up against a offensive powerhouse that can each that is just as equal, you know what I'm saying? And we saw that in this game. And like I said in my previous video, right before the game started, the Colts was almost they're set up just like the Saints. They have one dominant wide receiver. I mean, but at the same time, no. Well, they had two really. They got Ebron, who's more of the red zone threat. So they are the two most dominant factors on offense besides outside of Andrew Luck for Andrew Luck to get the ball to. Other than that, you can't even name the rest of their receiving core nor tight ends. You know what I'm saying? Uh, it was just a hard game to watch. Like I say, like I said, I would rather lose by 3 points or 2 points with the ball in our hand with the game on the line. I mean, at least they played their ass off to win the game. In this game, they did not play their ass off to win the game. They played flat. They came out flat. I don't know what it was. They had no sense of urgency. I was trying to get them into a hurry up offense, You know what I'm saying? I'm saying that like, hey, let's get something going, and they were just taking their time. I mean, even in the third quarter, it's like, dude, y'all down by 17 points. No, it's not like this is the end all be all, but at the same time, you should have been trying to get a score in the third quarter. So at least you've been down by what? By 13 points going into the fourth, and this establish some momentum. Like, yo, you should have they pick up the pace. They were flat line like crazy, man, and they never got out of that mode offensively. And what you did, you hurt the defense. You did it again. You did it again. You hurt the defense. You hurt the defense last game in the Eagles game. We had some calls go our way, and this time the calls did not go our way. And that's exactly what I posted on Twitter earlier. We didn't produce any turnovers. It was nothing but flags, flag, 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 flag. It seemed like we got a flag on every series, yo. Every drive that we had, we got a flag, we got a penalty. We always found ourselves in a 3rd and 9 situation. We gambled on 4th down each time, or when it was 3rd down and short, we ended up getting a flag. The offense does not play with no discipline at all. Like everything counts with this team offensively because of the lack of consistency on offense. And I'm telling you, going forward, Gallup and Beasley, y'all got and Dak, you got to find those other wide receivers because I know that they're open. If anybody watched the NFL Network, saying look at how Kurt broke it down, like some of the plays that are left on the field that will make Dak more scary if you make those right plays. That especially downfield and stuff like that, those 20 yards and stuff like that, guys are open. You know what I'm saying that he's missing. He's just checking down and shit like that, which is still moving the ball at the same time. It's like, hey, bro, you got to trust what you're reading, man. So yeah, man. This is that was a tough loss, man. That was a horrible loss at this point of the season. Where y'all supposed to be showing progression, showing that you have the mental toughness to come back when you're down. Y'all got hit in the mouth and got hit in the mouth early, and y'all could not recover from that. That's not a playoff team. I'm sorry. Y'all looking good, and I think that y'all will hold the NFC East down and going into the playoffs. But as far as the playoffs and going forward, and we're not even out the woods yet. I mean, because you still got Tampa and you still got the Giants left, and we can't sleep on them, man. We can't go out there and play like that and expect to beat those two teams. Because one thing that is a matter of fact about those two teams is that they have some weapons. They do have some weapons. So that the whole offensive staff, y'all cannot get out coached these next 2 games because y'all just got out coached for real. Their game plan was so much better and they executed it well. So I'm not blaming it on just the coaches. I'm talking about the players on offense as well. Because y'all had, the block field goal, it just happened. Okay. Oh well, it happened. But the next drive, fumble and goal line. In scoring range. The next drive, he was in scoring range, and then you had the punt. Then you got out. They took the sack. Dak took the sack and put us out of field goal range. So that negated some points being put on the board. That's all we had to do was just put up some points, man. Because we kept them at 7 for a while. That defense did their best in trying to hold up. But then when your offense is not doing shit, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to maintain. And then we're not getting turnovers. On top of that, we didn't get any pressure on Andrew Luck at all. At all. We might have pressured him maybe once or twice, but no sacks from the Hot Boys. Oh, I was just sitting there. Every time we was on defense, just like, man, we need a turnover, you know? We need a turnover. But it is really nothing much to talk about there. Y'all got to go to the drawing board, and y'all gonna have to figure this out. Because this is not a winning team. The defense can't hold up. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not a turnover producing machine. They're not like the Baltimore Ravens. They're not like when the Steelers had the top defenses for those few years during their championship run and all that stuff. They're not the Giants when they had their championship run. You know, they're not the New England Patriots when their defense their defense allowed yardage, but was good in the red zone, and they was good at turning the ball at turnovers. You know, that sudden change of defense, man, from defense to offense. That sudden change. So, what do y'all think, Cowboys fans? Oh boy. Oh gosh, my mom was yawning. Like, well, tell me what y'all think, fans. No, it's not over for us, and we know we shouldn't hang our hats. We just got our ass kicked. We just got outplayed on defense and offense and special teams. You see, Adam Vinatieri still doing his damn thing. So it's tough loss, but we'll get over it, and y'all better be prepared next weekend against Tampa Bay. You better be prepared, because I'm telling you, this team will surprise us if we let them. I want to see better preparation, play with an edge, some urgency that y'all trying to get. Y'all trying to complete a mission, man. Y'all should have been on the mission. It should be a 6-game winning streak. But apparently that didn't happen. So now you got to start all over again. Y'all thought y'all was hot, but y'all wasn't hot at all. And I told you to avoid these trap games, and y'all fell into the trap. This Tone Set of Sports. I'm Anthony Fallon, y'all. I'm out. Peace.